one of the most important things as a performing artist is to be you. So we're trying to find and encourage people to not, they don't have to copycat anybody else. And in my course, which is about career studies, they all know about the competition. So we do talk about the competition, and I try to get them to embrace the reality check of the industry, that yes, there is competition, and yet we still need to hear you, your story and who you are. I encourage them to know that by just showing up to the first class, from wherever they come from in the world, from whatever experiences that they have already, their career starts now. And that it's not something that they're going to do at the end of the term, at the end of when they get a diploma or whatever it is. No, you're starting now. So let's begin now, and let's look at the class as an opportunity to work together. So I try to foster an environment of respecting each other, each other's opinions. I start every class with the attendants by asking a question that will pertain to the subject of that particular 3-hour class. So what it does really is get them out of the street energy, because it's hard living in Toronto. It's, you know, people are always battling with TTC, battling with landlords, whatever it is. Some people are living on their own for the first time. All the stress and anxiety and the phones in their hands. So put it away. Let's focus. And that in and of itself, I think, is a discipline that's really, really worthy to a muscle that needs, you know, to be encouraged, and and also for them to know that that muscle doesn't just exist. It takes practice and it takes thought, and let's do it. We talk a lot about professionalism, about time management, that you can't make time, but you can manage time. So the realities are there's 24 hours in a day. How are you going to use them? You know, so all that stuff that's in their control. We talk a lot about that, because people feel so lost and out of control. So it's like, no. Let's see what you can control. And even in the performing arts, when it's about competition, what can you control? What can't you control? You can control the fact that you're on time, that you have showered, that you have eaten a salad instead of a chocolate cake for breakfast, or that you had breakfast. All these things you can control. And we actually talk about that in the class, because in performing arts, you are your career. You go to sleep with your career. You have dinner with your family with your career. We never get away from it. So just to embrace that is very, very, I think, helpful for them to know, like, oh, you know, it's who I am right now. It's like, yes, it's who you are right now. So what have you got to offer? What's your story? I'd like to let people know that, you know, people come in and say, I'm really stressed out. And it's like, you will never not be stressed out in your whole life. Things are going to happen. And we talk about that. What happens when things are going along fine, and then you get sideswiped by who knows what, like some kind of disaster, trauma, whatever. It's going to happen. And it's going to happen in your career as well. So let's talk about it. And I like it to be a safe place where people know that might happen. I also encourage them to really, really pay attention to their gut, to their instinct. If, for example, if by the second week they go, oh, this is not for me, it's like, pay attention to that. I'm not here to convert anybody to this industry. That's your potential vocation. I've spent my life in this industry. I don't foresee myself getting out of it, but who knows what will happen next week. I might get a little tug at the sleeve of my soul that says, you know what, you want to do? And I was like, okay, I'll do that. And so just to get them really, really in touch with their own instincts and their own self, you know, a sense of individuality, it's really important.